Yeah, we back with another video, bro. Just gotta talk to the fellas out there. I came across a good clip, and we're gonna take a look at this video and we're gonna react to it. Because really what we're talking about here today, fellas, is how to recognize if a woman has a high body count. We're gonna take a look at this video and I'm gonna break down certain segments of this conversation to get you guys to hone in on manipulation points, lying, things like that that'll let you know that a woman is being extra promiscuous and she has a high body count. So let me share the screen real quick and then we're going to get into the video. All right. Make sure you guys can hear this audio. All right, so let's get into it, yo. This I don't know what to call this podcast, this show or whatever. They do talk about some interesting topics, but I really want you guys to pay attention to how the men talk versus how the women talk, especially when we're talking about body counts. And then I'm going to be breaking down so that way you guys can know if a woman is marriage material or she's not, or how to be able to recognize it. So let's get into the first bit. I'm going to make some comments as we go here. So let's get it right now.
Women just want to be open and sexual, and that's okay. It's their body. If you don't want to be with them, then don't. They'll be with someone else. Some people.
Now, you just heard that right there. So obviously they're talking about having a high body count. They're talking about women lying about their body count. So as you just heard from the young lady there, she said, well, some women just like to be open and, have sex and, just do things, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But see how she used the word open. Open is referring to her legs in this case, but open is not referring to her honesty. Very key takeaway from that, because you heard the gentleman respond and say, why would you lie about it then? So on one hand, the woman says, okay, some women is fine. Some women want to be open and, with their sexuality. And then he says, why are you lying about it? But then notice how the women pause, because in their minds, they know something is off. So let's keep going.
Some women actually enjoy their sexuality. Like they enjoy, like having a good time just like men do. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm not saying that that's my story. What I'm saying is some women actually like to go out, have a good time and think, you know what, I'm in the moment. I'm feeling this, the situation or this person or whatever.
Yeah, we're going to get into this.
Why is it such a big deal? Like, you know how you feel when you do it. So why is it such a big deal?
All right. So what you just heard there was absolute nonsense. Like she mentioned, some women like to go out there, have a good time. They meet people and they want to have sex. I'm a man, we talk about, we're all men here and we all like to have sex with women, you know what I mean? And women like to have sex with guys. But notice how she just said that they keep getting this narrative about there's nothing wrong with it. You feel free to do these things. But then when the men always ask, why do you lie about it? Notice the justification. So when this woman just said, it's open, it's comfortable for a woman to feel this way. And, why is it this way or why is it that way? It's always because it's the same thing. And have you guys ever noticed that women now are trying to take this stance where they try to turn everything around? They basically go, well, men can do this, men can do this. Why can't women do it? Because they know damn well men and women do not think alike. No woman should be out here just being extra promiscuous with 400 or 500 body count and then think that they're going to lie to their partner and get wifed up. But just my thoughts. So let's keep going.
Jada, it's the continual what we're talking
about. Like doing
it's
the
continual process, as if either you don't know that they're gaming you, or if it's okay.
But what if you don't care about the game?
If it's truly okay, then why are we hiding?
So you just heard it right there. So she was talking about how women like to have sex. And then she goes, well, some women don't care about that, right? And then the guy just said, so if that's your stance, why are you going to lie about it? So that's the thing that's so confusing. Men, you have to recognize when a woman is lying and know that women now are trying to create this standard or this way of thinking where they try to make everything seem like it's okay. And I know for most of the fellas, this is a fella's channel. So one thing that we know as fellas is that most of us who had our mothers in our lives, especially early on, and then kind of going into our adolescence years, that when your mother was in your life, your mother always told you to stay away from fast women, skanky women, because your mother knew that these women are no good and they're liars all the time. But now we live in a world where they're trying to justify all the actions of these type of women when these women know that these actions are wrong. They know that their actions are wrong. So when women know that their actions are wrong, they know that they're beat and they know that they're, basically going to be called out on their BS, they turn around and go, but men can do it. Men can do it. Men can do it. So that's just one part of this video. Let's skip ahead. There's another part I want you guys to definitely take a look at, and then we're going to talk about it too. So let's get here.
Yeah, y'all keep saying hoes and whores.
You got a hot body. We're talking about body count. A body count is
so are you guys considering these hoes and whores the girls with the high body counts? Because I can tell you right there, that's why they don't say shit. Because why? Okay.
So like she just said, we talk about hoes and whores, and we consider women with high body counts to be hoes and whores, right? So notice how she just said that's the reason why they don't tell you. As if men are stupid enough. Now, granted, we've all been there before, where most men know that there are times that where we dealt with a woman and we suspected that she might have a high body count. So we maybe have fun with her. We put her in a relationship. Now, I wouldn't do this, and I don't advise men to do this, but there all have been times where we kind of have been dealing with a woman, and then kind of through that relationship, let's say it's 6 months in, 3 months in, we start asking questions, start inquiring about this woman's past. And any woman who's standoffish, doesn't want to tell you anything, as if we're stupid enough they can just go and lie about it and we're not going to find out. Men have an instinctive nature to be able to decipher information, and that's what women do not understand. The same way women have abilities when it comes to us, but I hate when women think that men are so stupid that we don't recognize that they're lying. We might not catch it in the beginning, but you better be damn sure we're going to catch it within 6 months. But here you go around, and this woman is not even talking bad about the women who do this. We're talking about, why do women lie about their body count, especially when it comes to dealing with relationships. So what they are effectively promoting is a culture of lying. That's what I want to be able to talk about there. We're going to skip ahead to the next part that I really want you guys to pay attention to. So I think it's around 15 minutes, and feel free to watch this video. You can go back and you can learn some things for yourself if you want to see the content, but I'm just going to get to the facts of what I want to be able to present.
When you meet this girl that doesn't tell you any lies and is going to tell you how much her body count is, are you going to tell her that you've been loving eating pussy and fucking raw bitches?
Yes, it's on. It's already. First of all, let me tell you something. First and foremost,
You've been fucking.
Now look at this. Here we go. So this woman says, when you meet this woman that you possibly want to be in a relationship, and then she tells you that she has a high body count, what are you going to do? So she's basically telling this man not to, basically seek honesty from a woman, you know what I mean? But when this woman, does tell him this, that she has a high body count, look at the way that this woman turns the table or attempts to turn the table. And this man handled it perfect. He said, when this woman tells you that she does have a high body count, what are you going to do about it? And then you go down this path and you have a high body count. What are you going to do? And you basically see that this man was like, yo, I'm putting all my business out here on Front Street. And this is what I'm telling you guys. You will see a lot more of it if you already do not see it. Women always try to turn the tables when they know that they're wrong. They're dead to rights. And this is the other funny thing, right? So what do men, judge women on? We judge women on their beauty. We judge women on their fertility. And we judge women based on their ability to produce in some sort of, capacity to be able to provide kids for us. But your fertility is part of that, right? So that's what we judge. But now this woman's going to try to turn the tables and act like, what do men get judged on? You've been out there doing all of this stuff with women. What do men get judged on? As if men are ever going to be judged on how many women we have slept with. Because to tell you the truth, women do not like to be with guys who ain't never really slept with a woman before or not slept with a certain number of women before. So she knows that damn well. But see how she tried to flip and turn the tables and then go, okay, but now you do all of this, as if some woman's going to go out there and say, okay, I'm looking for a man, right? What qualities do I want in a man? The first thing I want is for him not to be out here slinging his D. You know, women never going to judge men on that. They're going to judge men on our ability to be providers, protectors, and it's always going to be that way. But see how she tried to flip and turn the tables. So men, what I want you guys to do is understand this, and what you have seen in these small bits is that we know women will lie about their body count, but any woman that's sitting up there lying to you about their body count is a woman you should not consider for marriage. And as you keep seeing all of this propaganda that will show up on television, trying to make you believe that it's okay for women to go out here and be extra promiscuous and then think that they're going to secure a high earning man or a man of any self-respect, makes you believe that that's okay. It's never going to be okay, because you know why? Men know how to see through lies of women. Now, whether we want to tell ourselves the truth or whether we want to, just continually have her around because we want whatever, to have sex with her, but it's going to be short term. You're never going to wife this woman. And men know that this is not the type of woman to wife up. Women with high body counts and women that are known liars, and then also women who try to remove accountability and flip it on you. Anytime a woman does that, fellas, you cannot be with this type of woman. I'm not trying to say that you don't have your fun. Nobody's trying to judge these women, but we need to create a world to where these modern day women start understanding that high body counts is good, but don't expect to get no long-term relationship. If you're gonna be out there telling all these women that, go out there, live your best life, and run up your body count on some ridiculous number, and then turn around and think that a man's gonna marry you, society has lied to you. And believe it or not, most men see through your bullshit. Just my thoughts. Until the next one, I'll definitely see you guys again on the next video. Much love, and I really appreciate you guys tuning into the content. Peace. I'm out.